This time we're breaking down Sunsetbay Grand by Imtiaz Developments, the newest launch at Dubai Islands A. Let's take a closer look. Here we are again with Imtiaz. They never stop. Every time they enter a new area, they fully establish themselves with first Dubai Land and JVC, and now they're doing the same with Dubai Islands. Sunsetbay Grand is their latest project here, and the timing couldn't be better. We literally just got the information out and we're still waiting for the official launch date. The project consists of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments. It's a mid-rise tower, ground level, 2 podium levels and 10 residential floors, plus a rooftop. Scheduled for completion by Q4 2027, there will be 51 one-bedrooms, 43 two-bedrooms, and only 4 three-bedroom duplexes on the top floors. Now, for those who might not know much about Imtiaz Developments, here's a quick background. Imtiaz started in Dubai back in the mid-1980s as a construction and investment firm. Over time, they became one of the city's most consistent private developers, known for keeping everything in-house, from construction to interior design and project management. That's why the finishing quality in their buildings is always reliable. They've completed more than 30 projects across Dubai, including Westwood Residences, Pearl House 1 and 2, and now Beach Walk Residences, totaling over 2,000 delivered units with a gross development value of around 3 billion dirham. They've built a reputation that's based on consistency and precision, and that's exactly what investors appreciate when it comes to off-plan. The design of Sunsetbay Grand follows the same style as Beach Walk and Sunsetbay Residences, clean, elegant, and minimalistic with a resort atmosphere. The lobby is around 8 meters high with warmer tones this time, deep reds, browns, and darker grays, creating a more grounded, refined mood. Inside, the apartments feature 3.2 meter high ceilings, which is among the highest in Dubai for this category. Everything comes fully furnished, which has become a trademark for Imtiaz. Their apartments are delivered ready to live or rent out from day one. The interior design is modern, practical, and optimized for both end users and investors who prefer turnkey options. Amenities include a double-height gym, family pool on the podium, a rooftop sky pool with a glass bottom and panoramic views, outdoor cinema, barbecue area, cabanas, sunken seating, and a kids' play zone. A small but important detail here, that double-height gym, it's not something you see often in Dubai, and it makes a big difference for ventilation and comfort, especially compared to smaller, enclosed fitness areas in most buildings. It's one of those hidden features that actually enhances daily living quality. In terms of location, Sunsetbay Grand is first line to the water, facing the Gold Souk direction. The canal runs directly in front of it and connects it to the open sea. So even though it's not on the beach side, you still get the full waterfront living with privacy and skyline views. Accessibility is another strength. You're 5 minutes from the Infinity Bridge and Waterfront Market, which will soon become a lifestyle hub with restaurants, cafes, and retail. You're 15 minutes from downtown Dubai, DIFC, J1 Beach, and the Museum of the Future, and 12 minutes from Dubai International Airport. One thing I always highlight, being at the entrance of Dubai Islands A means you'll avoid long commute once the island becomes fully developed. It's similar to living at the start of the Palm Jumeirah trunk, still waterfront, but with much easier access. That's something tenants and end users value a lot. And don't forget that the waterfront market will be just in front of us, so we'll get open views of the canal and the water. Now let's get into the numbers. One-bedroom apartments start from 1.95 million dirham, with sizes around 845 square feet, which is already larger than average for this segment. Two bedrooms start at 2.91 million dirham, with 1,340 square feet of space. And then the three-bedroom duplexes, only 4 in total, start from 4.71 million, with 2,565 square feet of internal area. Imtiaz has a proven track record with these duplex layouts. If you remember Courtier House, the top floor duplexes sold out immediately. They designed them very well, large terraces, excellent natural light, and balconies that capture as much view as possible. Often they even integrate plunge pools on the balcony. Let's compare this to Courtier House, which is just a few hundred meters away on the same island, also by Imtiaz. Courtier House currently trades at around 2,200 to 2,300 dirham per square foot, while Sunsetbay Grand is launching around 2,000 dirham per square foot. So investors are entering at roughly 10 to 15% lower than the current benchmark, while still getting a first-line waterfront position. That's the type of margin that usually closes quickly once construction advances and infrastructure completes. Looking at rentals, when Sunsetbay Grand is handed over by late 2027, we can expect strong returns. First, it's first-line waterfront, which always gives a premium compared to inland units. Second, it's fully furnished, which immediately opens the door for both long-term and short-term rental markets. If we use the JVC projects as references, Imtiaz buildings typically generate between 6 to 8% net ROI on long-term rentals and up to 10% on short-term once location matures. Here being early in the island's development phase, I expect an additional upside in capital appreciation once Dubai Islands' hotels, resorts, and retail components come online, along with the golf courses. So overall, Sunsetbay Grand positions itself in a strong category: early entry, waterfront, and fully furnished. These are the key drivers that consistently outperform in ROI and resale value over time. Now let's look at the payment plan. Imtiaz usually follows a 60-40 structure, and Sunsetbay Grand is expected to follow a similar breakdown: 10% on booking, 10% within 60 days, 10% at 20% construction, at 40%, 60%, at 80%, and then the final 40% on handover in Q4 2027. And don't forget a 4% DLD, which you have to pay with the initial deposit. So this structure is very manageable. It keeps the down payment reasonable while spacing out construction-linked installments every few months. It's also ideal for investors who may plan to sell before completion, as by the time the project is 60 to 70% complete, only about 50% of the total value has been paid. To wrap up, Sunsetbay Grand by Imtiaz represents another well-executed step in Dubai Islands' development. It combines larger than average layouts, full furnishing, a waterfront setting, and a location that offers quick access to the mainland and downtown. For investors, it's a calculated entry into a maturing area below current market rates. For end users, it's a comfortable, ready-to-live waterfront home from one of Dubai's most consistent private developers. If you'd like early access before the official launch, feel free to reach out directly. I'll make sure you get priority allocation. And there you have it, Sunsetbay Grand by Imtiaz Developments, and as they say, where the view, the location, and the timing all align.